Hi, Elliot.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, my name's Cameron. I'm part of the emergency department social work team. I just have to let you know before we get started that this interview is being recorded. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Can you tell me what brings you into the emergency department today?
I just haven't been feeling too good. I have been studying for my nursing exam and stuff, and it's just been taking a lot out on me. I haven't been really leaving the house, so.
Okay. And when you say you've been studying for the nursing exam and not leaving your house, can you tell me a little bit more details of what that means? Are you staying to your room? Are you...
I'm staying to my room mostly. I've just been kind of cramming all the information in my head because I feel like I just don't understand it.
Yeah. Okay. And are you eating and sleeping okay?
I haven't been sleeping much at all actually, and I haven't been eating very much at all either. Like I said, I've just been kind of staying in my room, staring at my ceiling, or really just studying.
Okay. So your friends and family brought you in today because they're pretty worried about you because they said you've been spending quite a bit of money and, online shopping for things that, you don't need. Are you aware of that?
Yeah, I could see how it's a problem, 100%.
Okay. And can you tell me more about your symptoms when you say you can't sleep? Like, what is your thought process? Like, what do you notice that your brain and like body and physical symptoms are doing?
I mean, I don't really have the urge to eat anymore. I've been, if I'm, like I said, if I'm not studying, I just kind of sit there and think about how I should be studying, or I do study. But yeah, I don't know, I don't have the urge to get out of bed and really eat or anything like that.
So no appetite at all, racing thoughts, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Do your racing thoughts make sense at all to you? Like, are they, like things that you feel, you have to complete in order to do something else?
Yeah.
Are they...
100%. Like, if I usually am just thinking about like the math portion of the NCLEX and stuff like that, and it doesn't really make any sense though. Like I feel like last week I knew all of this stuff, but now it's just kind of all I don't know anymore, and I don't know.
Okay. Have you experienced symptoms like this before, where you and it sounds like your mood is changing, your thought process is changing a bit?
Yeah, I mean, my mom last week, she said that she's happy to see me doing good, but I mean, now I feel like I disappointed her too, because I don't feel like I'm doing good. I think that's why I'm here.
With school, or doing good like in general in life?
In general, I mean, I finished school. I have my bachelor's degree now, but I'm just waiting for the NCLEX to be done.
Okay. And when you say that you're worried about your mom of not going good, how do you feel about like yourself? Like, what are your views about yourself? Do you think you are doing good?
I mean, I thought I was. I don't feel like I'm doing good now. I feel like I'm kind of lost within the NCLEX questions and the test prep and stuff.
Okay. And the math portion, has math always been difficult for you?
Yeah, I never have been good at math. No.
Okay. And I noticed in your chart and reading some notes that you're on a few different medications. You're diagnosed with ADHD, and then you have a mood disorder that involves a little bit of mania. Have you been adhering to both medications, or?
I mean, not really. When I was in school, I did take my ADHD medication when I felt like I needed it. But my other medication, I haven't been able to afford. My insurance doesn't cover it, so yeah.
Okay. And when you feel those symptoms, getting worse, and your racing thoughts and not sleeping, not eating, and your mood changes, do you have like a warning signal that like maybe you should take your medication?
Usually like the voices get like louder, or it starts making my head hurt, or I start seeing things in the corner of my eye and stuff like that. But I mean, that I actually I have seen that recently, but that was the first time I've really seen it.
Okay. So the voices and things in the corner of your eye, are they more like an inner dialogue, or is this something that you've never experienced before?
I've never experienced this before.
Okay. And can you tell me how many hours you're going without sleep?
I would say I would say about at least 20 hours. I usually only sleep for 4.
Okay.
I mean, during the semester though, when I was in school, like I would get a good 8, but now it's more like 3 or 4. I wouldn't even say more than that.
Okay. So you could be experiencing a little bit of like delirium and exacerbated by like mania. Now, it is important to stay on medication, and I know that you're aware of that. And even if you are feeling better, or it can't be covered by insurance, there is programs and resources to help you afford those things. Have you heard of like GoodRx and other resources?
Yeah, I know, yeah. I just like haven't had the time. I just need somebody to probably just kind of walk me through how to use it.
Okay. So would you be open to possibly, I know that you get your prescriptions currently from your family physician right now. Would you be open to outside resources? It's like outpatient, like therapy and psychiatry?
Yeah, I don't mind doing that.
All right. Now I want to go back to where you were talking about, the things that you have accomplished. Like, you are only 24. Yeah. You're finished with your bachelor's degree. I know you haven't taken your, nursing board exam yet.
Yeah.
But you have a bachelor's degree at 24.
Yeah.
You have been through significant trauma, and that is quite accomplishment, Elliot. Now, it's important that you are aware of that and stay aware of that.
Yeah.
You work full time. You are in school full time. You help your mom with bills. That is something to be really proud of yourself for.
Yeah, I mean, it's just really hard sometimes because it feels like all of the weight of like everyone's life is on your back, and like I know that like I'm going into a field that I'm gonna have to be able to not take stuff home with me, but it's just hard. But I know. I mean, being young and having a bachelor's degree, it's good. I know that people are proud of me. I just know that people are proud of me, so they're holding me to a really, really high expectation. But yeah,
that's really stressful and probably really exhausting to hold that standard. And it is okay to sometimes, have these moments where, you're not feeling the greatest. Okay, and I want to go back now to more of the treatment plan and how I mentioned like outpatient therapy and psychiatry. So how it would work is I would set you up with outpatient, a therapist and psychiatrist that would be within the same like company, same building, and it's going to be easy for them to collab and talk to each other. You could do, if it's up to you, the therapist there will go over, like how often they think you need, and the psychiatrist will take over your prescriptions and maybe even evaluate you and put you on some new or more medication. And, okay, so I've created a treatment plan, Elliot, and this just lists, the goals that we went over, and resources and kind of what to do when you feel yourself getting close to the racing thoughts. You said the voices and auditory and visual hallucinations. And so I'm going to sign this, and then how it works is you would sign it, I'm going to put it in your chart, and you can even use this as a memory of like your goals. Like you can go back to it, look at it, and kind of help you stay on a positive path. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right, and before we end this interview, is there anything else I can help you with? Do you have any questions regarding anything that we went over or talked about?
No,